I'm Rick Kahler. An online reader recently left this comment on my blog, and I'll quote this. I've read with interest your comments about fee-based financial advisors. However, you've yet to address the issue that fee-based relationships work only if your nest egg is $1 million or more. Those of us smaller hitters are overlooked by financial advisors who are compelled to work exclusively with accounts that will generate sufficient return on their time invested. I guess that is just a harsh reality of life, end quote. But to correct one assumption this reader made, you don't need $1 million before a fee-only financial planner will take you on his climb. I say fee-only because there is a difference between fee-only and fee-based. A fee-only planner charges only a fee for service, no commissions. A fee-based advisor will charge typically a small fee, and then the rest is generated by the sale of commissionable products. It's a fine line, but a really big difference. So many planners, including my office, serve clients whose net worth is considerably less than that. This comment, however, makes an important point and sums up one of the dilemmas of my profession. Many of the people who most need financial planning services and investment advice can't afford to pay for either. It's a classic catch-22. In order to be in a position to hire someone to advise you on how to build wealth, you first have to build some wealth. If you can't afford a financial planner, what are some of the ways that you can learn a few of the basics of planning for yourself? Well, while most planners charge a minimum annual retainer, it is possible to find a planner who would be willing to consult with you for an hourly rate. Now, if you can't find someone locally, internet technology means that you and the planner don't have to live in the same area. Two places to find such services online are myfinancialadvice.com and Garrett, that's Garrett, planning.com. A second option is to teach yourself the basics of money management and investing through books, attending classes, and websites. The problem here is choosing wisely, because there's so much material available. The following guidelines might be helpful. First, be aware of any source that promises you overnight wealth or makes claims that just sound too good to be true. Be cautious about sources promoting only one idea, such as buying real estate, even if the author's advice is sound for that one type of investment. It isn't wise to plan your financial future around only one investment strategy. Look instead for sources like my own co-authored book, Conscious Finance, that teach you the fundamentals of investing and money management. Be aware that authors or seminar instructors will usually have a secondary purpose of publicizing their products or services. As you may notice, I just did in the previous point. There's nothing wrong with this. Just consider their possible biases as you evaluate their information. The websites of online brokerage firms include a lot of basic information on investments and other things. And you can also find a lot of articles from financial journalists online or in business magazines. Now, as you learn about investing, focus on some of these basics. First, buy mutual funds, not individual stocks. Second, learn what diversification really means and practice it. And to learn more, go to www.kahlerfinancial.com and type diversification into the search window. You may find out that you thought you knew what diversification meant, but really didn't. Next, max out your IRAs and your retirement plans, your 401ks, if your employer offers one of these types of plans. Next, if you invest with a broker who earns commissions, comparison shop and insist on full disclosure of fees and costs. You've got to ask the question, and sometimes more than once. Be the tortoise, not the hare. Invest for the long term instead of trying to build wealth quickly and overnight. Usually those who try that fail substantially. Next, have a spending plan. In the old days we called this a budget, and follow it. And finally, don't overlook estate planning. At the absolute minimum, make a will and provide for your family's future with term life insurance. Making sound financial decisions on your own is possible. What it takes is your willingness to invest time and energy in your own financial future. Thanks for joining me.